Well, hello there, Capricorn. This is Cindy from the New Moon Tarot. I'm a practicing witch and a tarot card reader, and this is a general love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorn for the week of August 17th. You can see I have some gorgeous amethyst out to enhance my intuition. Did a little smudge. I have some ritual oil on the candle, and this is a delicious reading if you are dealing with someone who has wronged you. If this one doesn't capture your energy, Capricorn, go ahead and take a look at your natal chart and check out my other reading this week. One of those might be more in your energy stream. If you're a cross watcher, you probably shouldn't watch this. It's probably just going to make you mad and you'll be salty in the comments. But you know what you did if this is your reading. All right, let's get started. Capricorn. So, we're going to do overall energy, the current situation, your energy, theirs, which is, it's going to be a hard time. Some things are set in motion right now. We're going to do your advice and the outcome. Let's go. So we have the Lovers in reverse. So what this is telling me is that at one time this was a very close, very committed relationship. You may have even been married. You may have thought this person was your soulmate. You were just very, very close. It was very loving. However, you'll notice that King of Swords in reverse. This person, all right, the King of Swords is very logical. He's very, I always call him like the Sherlock Holmes of the deck. Very logical, very Aquarius energy, or just air energy more broadly, so Gemini and Libra as well. He's big on like logic and facts and not so much on feelings and emotions. And he can be thoughtless. He'll say things, but they're not necessarily meant to hurt. It's just because he's kind of an idiot when it comes to an emotional IQ. But this person got nasty. In the reverse position, it's dealing with a jerk. Somebody who will just say things that are so sharp and cutting. I mean, you were being cut by that sword, being, bleeding all the time from this person's words. They just got really nasty with you. We have Learn from Life, and all right, that is your first oracle card, and I have to say that it's kind of dovetailing with your the present situation. You have the wheel showing up there and the Ace of Cups. Like, I think what's coming to mind for me is this may have been a soul contract for you. You may have like had a karmic relationship with this person. You may have thought they were like a twin flame, and I don't know if that is something that you believe in. You may have thought they were a soulmate or a life partner, something along those lines. But this person was in your life to kind of teach you a lesson of some sort, because the Wheel of Fortune came up here. That is, like the universe, your angels, something along those lines. And I have had crappy relationships too. There's a lesson in all of this, even though it's wrapped up in like a layer of awful and crap that you didn't deserve. So you may need to like look for that a little bit. And not to say that what this person did was right, not to say that, like you signed up for this. It's just one of those things. You get burned, you learn a little bit along the way, and believe me, I have been burned. We have the Ace of Cups, and all right, this is an overflowing emotion for somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be good emotion. I think you're grieving this relationship or what it could have been or what you thought it was. I have a feeling this person kind of gave you a false front. This person probably lied and manipulated you, and you are grieving the loss of what the possibilities of this relationship more than you are what the actual relationship was, because I don't think this person respected and loved you the way that you deserve to be loved and respected. And I think you're grieving right now with that Ace of Cups. This is also like bad emotion, like grief and sadness and loss. It's just emotion that's overwhelming, basically. All right, let's look at your energy a little closer. We have retreat. I do think you're in a healing phase right now, and looking down at your advice, we'll talk more about that in a second. I do think it's time to pull back on your energy. You're in this person's energy, they are in your energy. To save yourself, you need to pull back. We have the Six of Cups, and that is a past card for me. It's a nostalgia card. It can also indicate a past life relationship, if you believe in that sort of thing. Like reincarnation, being involved with somebody, showing up with them again and again. Some people don't believe in that, but this person may have been, and it's just a little piece of intuition that I have. They may have shown up before. We have the Five of Cups with it, which is regrets. It can mean thinking about what went wrong, kind of processing this relationship. I don't think you got closure all the way. I think it ended abruptly. I think you were left with unanswered questions, or this person was simply like not giving you the answers that you needed. You know what I mean? Even though you were talking to them, you're getting the runaround. It's focusing on the past instead of what you still have. You see that there are 3 cups that are spilled while there are 2 that are still full behind him. There's nothing you can do to put, the wine or whatever back in the cups. You have to focus on what you still have. And I think that's kind of a big takeaway from this. Also, look down. You see that 2 of those were red wine, right? Third one is green liquid. That's poison. So it's maybe a good thing that this got knocked down. I'm just going to put that out there. All right. We have the Five of Pentacles. That is like feeling abandoned. It's feeling lost. It's kind of like a Siberia card for me. And it's what happens whenever you're not in contact with somebody, especially if you were in love with this person and you saw them, like you were, on a daily basis with this person. Not having them in your life is a vacuum. However, let me pull this aside. You will notice that there is the key right there. You see the door. She has the key to let herself out of this. You have the power to stop your own suffering in this. It's just a matter of, healing yourself and getting to that position. With that 10 of Wands here, that is a lot of emotional burdens. That is being just in pain, carrying around emotional baggage. It may seem overwhelming at times. And like I said, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, this is kind of what you've been dealing with. Now we have the Sun in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse, and that is not good. For me, so the Sun is one of those really happy cards you get. It's feeling safe and warm. It's like spending a day, spending a Sunday in bed, like watching Netflix and, chilling out and doing the crossword puzzle with somebody that you love. It's like a summer vacation. It's like time at the beach. It's just warm and fun and safe. In the reverse position, it's sadness and, dark clouds and feeling, awful. And the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's having everything that you need. You can see she has that stack of cups behind her. In the reverse position, it's feeling sad. It's not having what you need. It's feeling like your happiness is gone. Like those waves are crashing up there and taking away all of your happiness. Now, for me, the Six of Pentacles is sort of the key to this one. You're not happy yet. You're on your way, though. You're getting to happiness. However, I do think you're giving a lot of time, because when it comes to relationships, Pentacles is time. You're thinking about this person and thinking about what happened, and you're energetically kind of staying in that field of sadness and loss. And this is a call for my viewpoint to pull back on that, to not give this person as much of your time and attention. Um, Even like you're not in contact with them, but you're thinking about them. You know what I mean? Like you're replaying conversations, maybe looking at old pictures. I would stop staying in that energy field. That's just my 2 cents on this. All right, let's look at their energy, which is a hot mess. So it says very soon, clearly decide what you want. I just have that the soon is part of this. This has not happened yet, but they have set some events into motion. They're going to backfire on them. So let's look at this person's energy. It is craptastic. We've got the Seven of Swords. This is sneaky behavior. This is lying. This is also some strategy. This is the kind of person who is like, oh no, I'm, with my friends, or I have to work late, or I'm by myself. I need some alone time. What they're really up to with that Three of Cups in reverse is, there's third party action here. There's maybe probably more than third party action. This person probably has a Rolodex. No, I don't know if anyone has a Rolodex anymore. You know what I mean? Like their phone is just full of numbers. They're on dating apps, they're on Twitter, they're hollering at people all over the place. That's what's going on with this person. That's just intuitively what I'm getting. Um, so we have the King of Wands in reverse. This person might be a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or they just simply are kind of a hoe. There's this card is in the reverse. Now, the Knight of Wands is always sort of a flirt. You know what I mean? Like the Knight of Wands is charming and fun and not really serious. So it can mean just like, spending an evening flirting with somebody who is fun, like having a good time, really sort of a light relationship. This is sometimes like the fun buddy card, that kind of thing. It's friends with benefits, it's light, whatever. In the reverse position, this person is a manipulator, a liar. It isn't like this person would come up to you and say, like, oh, can we just have a good time? I'm not looking for anything serious. This person, like this guy or gal, would be like, oh, I'm falling for you. I love a girl who does this. I love a guy who does that. Trying to toll you in with like lies and, like faking about the future, like, oh, I could see us being together, in the fall we could do this. It's that kind of thing. Like, mm-mm. You have the Four of Pentacles. This person is emotionally closed off. That's what I'm getting from this card. Or they don't want to give you their time. They expect to see you whenever they want to see you, and then when they don't, they're like, whew, they're gone. They have left the building. No sign of this person. It's like they fell off the face of the earth. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I have a feeling like you were doing all the heavy lifting in this relationship. They weren't very cooperative, or they would like deliberately start fights with you and stuff, like in order to, not want to see you for a while. You know what I mean? Like they would just be argumentative and like you would suggest something, they'd be like, no, just not very cooperative. Not very open whenever you were asking them, like, where you been? Where you going? That kind of thing. I don't know. This person, like, over here, and this is just what I'm getting right now, like, this is the kind of person you would send them a text and then they would click on your text so that you know that they had read it and then not answer. That's the kind of mind games going on here. Where you would text them and then they would text you back like 36 hours later. And you're like, what? Were you on a mission? What? Where were you? You know what I mean? Even if you were to say, can't talk right now, send, that's fine. It's kind of mind gamey stuff going on here. All right. Now let's get to the juicy part. We have the Tower, and everyone has a Tower moment. I've had a couple of doozies. That's when like your life kind of burns down to the ground. Here, let me pull this back. We can see like people falling out of this place. It's on fire. And I hate to be, well, no, I actually don't hate to be petty. Some people deserve a tower moment. They need to come to Jesus, as my southern relatives would say. Um, you burn your life down to the ground. Now, with this comes some change if the person is willing to change. But it's kind of like this is like a divorce, losing your job, um, losing a friend, a death. Obviously, we don't want to wish death on somebody, but it can be a tower moment for some people. Uh, Even just like a moment of clarity, like when somebody points out something to you, like, I don't know, like your own behavior is causing this. You know what I mean? Like it's you, it's not them. I had a friend point that out once to me. We have the Ace of Swords, which is a truth. It's a revelation. I would say that the truth is going to catch up with them. Someone's going to find out what they've been doing. I don't know. Something's going to go down at work or in a relationship that they are in. They're going to have, even like some legal problems for some of this. Ace of Swords can definitely be that. It's justice. You also have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is self-limiting behavior. It's thinking you can't do something, but it's also self-sabotage. Like I'm repeating these unhealthy behaviors again and again, and I'm expecting to see different results. And yeah, that's not what happens. Eventually, you end up screwing yourself over, you know? And that's what I'm seeing here. This person is getting screwed over. Something's going to go down. They're going to lose a job. They're going to, lose the new girl or the new guy that they're with. Not that I really think this person would care as much, but there's going to be something, some sort of loss about that. It can even just be like, I don't know, a public shaming, something like that, like being called out. Let's look at your advice because you need to just release this person. We have temperance, we have meditation for peace and serenity, and the Four of Swords. So, what I'm seeing here is pulling back. Don't think about this person. Don't let them have access to your energy or let them, get free rent in your head, is what I'm seeing here. Maybe do a little meditation. Maybe find some balance with the Temperance card. Focus on you for a while and not like what happened here and what ended here. Although I certainly understand if you don't have closure, you have an open loop. If you don't have answers, it can drive you insane. It's kind of like not finishing the end of a novel and you don't know what happens. That drives me batshit. I think it's along those lines here. That's why it's so hard, but you're going to have to let this go. In order to move forward, which is what we have here, death. Death is change. You want to see death. This is moving on to your path, moving on down the road. The Hermit, maybe it's also like getting away from this person, like the Four of Swords over here. It's not letting them have access to your energy. But it's also growth. It's enlightenment in some way. You can see there's that light surrounding her. It's learning about yourself. It's growing as a person. Figuring out things that you want, things that you need. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is, all right, in the upright, that is the soldier that hasn't given up the post. They haven't given up the battle, even though, like, it's pretty clear that they're not going to win. Still carrying a torch for somebody, still having a passion for somebody. In the reverse position, it's letting go of it. It's just dropping it and moving on to the next battle. So easier said than done, probably. I'm aware of that. This is good in a way. There's going to be some justice here. I mean, it's not going to be as satisfying as like you doing it, unless you are doing that. Some of you might be, planning a little something, and I say kudos to you. Let me know if this resonated down below. Please like and subscribe since I do readings here on YouTube every week for all the signs. If you want to order a reading, you can find all my info below. My least expensive one is $20. All right, blessed be Capricorn. Have a fantastic week and enjoy your revenge. All right, bye-bye.